Your home care provider. Can you guys see this? Close. What does that say? Cisco WebEx webinars. The meeting is full. No more people can join the meeting, is what it says. So I'm just going to go ahead and click OK. And there's the information. Good morning. I'm getting ready again. Let's see here. I got to set this phone down. I was trying to get ready for, I got some stuff to do. So I was trying to get ready for the meeting for WebEx for the, oh, that's like way too high. Okay, maybe like this. There we go. You're going to see me from downwards, so you're going to see my cheeks. My cheekses. I've lost about 30 pounds, you guys, on Ozempic. And I feel great. I feel super great. Because any weight lost is good weight. This is still wrong. I don't know. Let me see here. Something will work. There we go. Recline it on my makeup, right? As long as I don't need any more makeup. So there is a seminar right now. Yesterday. Okay. Start all over again. My name is Sandra I Ayon. I am your home care provider. Just like you, I'm no one special, okay? You guys are more special than I am. This video is going, I'm gonna try, I am going to try to tell you guys about the meeting that I had yesterday on the WebEx, which is the seminars that they're having for the new rule that's coming in July 1st, which is Saturday. It starts at 9:30, which it's already 9:30. But unfortunately, as you guys saw the computer, it says that it's full, which is kind of ridiculous. Why would it be full if it's a web seminar, right? Whatever. Let me see. Sorry. I'm putting on my makeup again. See, half of my eye is done. So today is Friday, the 30th. I'm going to try to cover a couple of things that I covered in the other video that I did yesterday. Yesterday's video was in Spanish. I believe I covered sick leave. And I believe I covered how there's how the money is allocated from the state, from the federal to the state to the counties, why we have a different pay wage in different counties, and also this new law that's coming in. Okay, so let's talk about this new law because that's what this video is about. According to the representatives yesterday that conducted the meeting for WebEx, I believe they were CDSS employees. Basically what they want us to do, from my understanding, and I'm going to continue to look for more information because it's going to be a little difficult. They're making it a little bit confusing for us. But basically, what it amounts to is what they want us to do is check in and check out. I made a video a few years ago about the EVV when it came in, and I didn't really agree with it because I considered it micromanaging, and I don't like that. And now what they want us to do is check in when we start working through our mobile device or our computers. our tablet, and then once our work week, our daily work is done, they want us to check out. And this becomes confusing. I'm like, I have 2 clients. What if I have 5 clients like I've had in the past? How do I do that? How do I check in and check out? Do I have to check in and check out for every single one of them? Well, no, you don't. From what I understood yesterday in the video that I did in Spanish after attending the Spanish meeting, it doesn't sound like you have to. Sorry, it doesn't sound like you have to. Ugh. And I have those little legs that you put up. It doesn't sound like you have to check in and check out for every single one of them. But you have to check in and check out. Sorry. So I was trying to figure out if it was a pilot like when they had the EVV. Because when they had the pilot for the EVV, which is a trial, they started it at, I want to say Lancaster or Chatsworth. And then they went to San Bernardino. And then from San Bernardino, they went to LA. And now I think it's been like 2 years, maybe 3 maximum. So that worked out. And apparently this system, this new system where they want you to check in and check out. Here, sorry, because I feel lopsided. A little better. Okay. So apparently this new system has to be, it just wants you to check in and check out. A lot of people are confused because they don't know where they should check in and check out. I remember seeing, because I have clients that range from San Diego all the way to Oregon. And in different counties, I've noticed that some counties are up to date. For example, you can actually hire a provider if the recipient logs in to their timesheet electronic portal system, and then they go to a tab that says hire provider. No, it just says hire, I'm sorry. And then under there, it'll have another tab to hire a provider. And you can just enter the provider's ID number, and then automatically it gets linked. They get an email, you get an email, and I think it takes maybe about less than a day, 24 hours, and then you're linked. Some counties have this option available. Other counties don't have it available. So every county is working differently to get the process of the electronic timesheet portal as efficient as it is, as it can be. Now, with that said, I noticed that in some cases for different counties, and I can't remember what county it was, but they also have, oh, you know what? I believe it was Orange County now that I remember. Orange County has the ability to, on our timesheet on our electronic portal, we have 3 options. One of them is when you log into the computer. One of them is timesheet entry. The other one is recent payments, and there's one more. But now there's 4 of them. And it says on there, you know what? It says on there, I took a picture of this yesterday. Here it is. It's just in Spanish. You'll see something. Let me see if it'll look bigger this way. Yeah. You'll see something similar to this. Uh-oh. 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 Where are you? Oh, it went away. Sorry, that's another text message. So when I was trying to enroll yesterday in the meeting, it was a little confusing. This will help. There's 4 tabs: orange, blue, brown, and green. Now I remember what the green one is. This is in Spanish, okay, you guys? But the blue one is to enter your timesheets. It says ingresar tiempo when you log into your electronic portal system. The brown one is recent payments. And the green one is the emails that they send you to your electronic portal when you log in of upcoming information that they need to distribute to all the providers. The orange one, if you see here, let's see, what does it say? Verificar entrada, salida. If you see, I don't know if you can see. Why? Because my camera is like super dirty? No, I can see me. Anyways, the orange one says verifying entry and entry and checkout. Okay. So in some systems, in some counties, it has it like this. Orange County being one of them. But here in LA County, we don't have it. But I'm pretty sure what they're going to do, because they want us to check in, check out, we're going to have to log in either on our phone or on our computer when we start working our check-in and then finally our checkout, okay? Now, I have a problem with people knowing where I am, because if you guys have heard in the past, and I'm sure at least once you've heard, you go on vacation, right? And you put everything on Facebook. Hey, look at where I am. I'm on vacation. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's happened to stars where they go in and they're on vacation here and there. And then next thing you know, and I can't remember the movie stars, but next thing you know, their house gets robbed. Well, nobody's home because they're on vacation. But I'm sure that it might still happen, but I don't think it would have been so easy if they would have not posted on their Facebook or the Instagram or Twitter. I don't know how that works. The thing is, I don't like telling people where I'm going. I don't like having people know what I'm doing. And that's why I had a problem with the EVV when it came out. I don't need to tell them where I am. And I made a video about the EVV and what I thought about. So you guys can go back and take a look and see what it is that I'm talking about. And it pretty much makes sense, at least to me, which is what matters. But I like to share my opinion. Jojo, come here, pretty girl. I like to share my opinion with others because others might agree, maybe not with everything that I say, but with majority or just even a little bit. But it's my opinion, so I'm entitled to it. Okay, so I have a problem with people knowing where I am. So I'm going to tell you guys where I've been for the past 7 months. I've been traveling back and forth, back and forth. I have a business in TJ. It's a donut shop called Yankees Donuts. And it is the best donuts in the whole wide world. But I started out by saying that I lost 30 pounds. Well, I lost 30 pounds because I'm Ozempic. I've been taking Ozempic. And then also, I have really limited myself to only maximum eating no more than 2 donuts a week. Two. That's it. That's all I need. I don't need more. Okay, so it's been healthy. Not only that, my hair is no longer red because the colors they use in Mexico are not American colors, and I like my hair red, and they messed up my hair and they did it burgundy. And they didn't mess up my hair because it was burgundy. I just don't like, I like burgundy, don't get me wrong, because I'm wearing a burgundy shirt, and my nails, but I want my hair red. So I decided, the hell with it, I'm just going to dye it black, and I'm going to wait until January, my birthday, so that I can dye it red again. So I'll give that to myself for my birthday. So I've been traveling back and forth. And I don't like telling people where I am for several reasons. I had an investigator come up to me and ask me all kinds of questions. And I was like, no. How much do you get paid an hour? He said, he didn't tell me how much. I'm like, you're probably getting about $50, $60 an hour, right? Well, I get paid $10.25 to wipe someone's behind. Why would I do your job? I'll answer your questions and you figure it out. That's your job. You get paid plenty of money. You work for the government. You get paid plenty of money. So I'm not going to do your job for you. And at that point, I realized that the government also uses everything that we put out there. And it's been about maybe 4 years. Every now and then I'll post something on Facebook, but I really stopped because all the information that they were telling me was information that I had posted of my personal life on my social media. And I realized that they use everything. So I stopped posting. I will post way later. Because I don't like people knowing where I'm going. This is my opinion. Now, with this system, what they want is for you, with the system, the new system that is it's going to be downloaded, available on the 1st of July, which is tomorrow. And you'll be able to see it on the computer. You'll be able to go on to, if you have an Apple phone, well, I guess it doesn't matter. If you go to the App Store, you'll find it under ihss EBV. They have other titles too. Oh, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? I don't know. I don't think. The video that I did yesterday in Spanish is on my YouTube, okay? And I try to set it up as best as I could because I was putting on my makeup again. So I tried to put it on as best as I could. And it's in Spanish, the information, but there's one PowerPoint slide that has the information on how to log on to your, how to download the app into your phone. Okay, so I asked the question in Spanish, is this a pilot and how long before we are punished, when it becomes mandatory? Because a lot of us are worried about violations, okay? And we don't want to get one. Well, apparently, we're not going to get penalized right now for not logging in or not logging out because it's a new procedure that they want us to learn. I asked if there was a time frame and they said no, there's no time frame. This has been effective for the past 2 years. We've told you guys that it was going to happen and now it's been implemented. But we will, once this process begins in July, we will start sending information to the state, which is what they said. Well, if they do this, if this is not a pilot and they're trying to get us used to checking in and checking out, and they're going to gather the information to see if it's successful or not, and then send the information to the state, sounds to me like it's a pilot. But according to them, it's not a pilot. It's something that's mandatory by the state, and it has to get done every day. So, ow, beauty's pain. Let me put this volume up. Okay, it's up. So, what do we do then, right? Well, we have to do what they say we have to do. All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go work at your first employee, your first recipient. At that point, you have to log in, either on the computer or on the phone. If you log in on the phone, they want you to open up your location. They want to know where you are. How is that going to be calculated when there's over 450,000 home care providers in entire California? I don't know. But that's what they want you to do because they want to monitor where you are to make sure that you're there, to make sure that you're working. And then they want you to also check out. You can check out on your computer, which I'm pretty sure can be traced. Like everything else, there's a trail. But they also want you to do it on your phone. And they want you to leave your location open. If your location is closed, there will be a sign that says, hey, your location is closed, we can't see it. So it's up to you to decide if you want to log in. You can also log in through the phone, a landline. So when you get to your client's house, majority of them are elderly, you you have to log in, call a number through their phone, and then from there they'll check you in, and then when you're done, you check out again through somebody else's landline, and that's possible. You can do that. Once again, like I said, I don't like people knowing where I'm at, so I'm gonna try to figure out something because I don't like people knowing where I am. But that's besides the point. So let's say we have one client is fine. We travel to that client, right? 2 clients. How do we do that now? 3 clients, 4 clients. How do I check in? Do I have to check in and check out for every single client? My understanding of how the meeting went yesterday was that no, you have to check in when you start. And at the very end, whether you start with recipient A, B, C, D, whoever it is, at the very end of the day, that's when you're done working, that's when you check out. Now, I just submitted my timesheets for June 1st to June 15th on, a couple of days ago? Because I didn't have any time. And I'm busy. And I'm just going back and forth. But I got to get paid. I know it's my money. I got to get paid. So here tomorrow, I'll end up submitting the rest of the timesheets. If I'm forgetting or I'm too busy to turn in my timesheets, what on earth makes them think that I'm going to have time to check in and check out? So now, not only do I still have to do my timesheets, like always, now I also have to add on something else to my daily routine, which is check in and check out. One of the questions that I asked was, okay, well, if I'm going to check in and check out, isn't that going to contradict with the hours that I work on a daily basis? And she said no. She said, all you have to do is check in and check out. The system's not going to calculate your hours. They just want to know when you started, when you ended. You still have to do your timesheets on the electronic portal system yourself. So it's just one more thing that they want us to do. A lot of home care facilities that provide care for recipients do this now. I was going to start working for one of them, and they literally want you to be outside, and as soon as you start your shift, you check in. As soon as you end your shift, you check out. I don't want to do all of that. So I was just like, you know what? No, I'm good. So I left that. But a lot of them are using it, which is probably where they're getting all these great ideas. So don't be confused when it says, when do I check in? When do I check out? You literally check in on the first time you start, and then you have to enter the location. So let's say that you go from your home to your recipient, and then you get on your phone, or you'll go inside their house if they have a computer, or you'll call when you're there somehow. A lot of people don't have a phone, which is kind of ridiculous, but in Mexico, not everybody has a phone, okay? Further inland, that's north, that's south. Further south, the civilization just continues not to decrease, but you don't necessarily see the electronics, computers. I was in San Miguel el Alto, which is 2 hours away from Guadalajara, where I'm from. And over there, all they cared about was, it's morning. We have to have breakfast. It's evening. We have to have dinner. And of course, lunch in the middle, right? Somewhere in the middle. They guided themselves by the sun. As I moved to Guadalajara, which is where I'm from, and then it became important to know what day of the week it was and what time it was. As I moved closer on my journey to Tijuana, then it became very important to know what month it was, what day it was of the week, what number of the month it was, and what time it was. And then finally, when I got off the metro to come home, which took me 8 minutes, I get to Long Beach, and now I need to know exactly what time it is, exactly what day it is, exactly how many days the month has, exactly what year. So the calendar, and I needed a calendar when I hadn't even used the calendar in San Miguel el Alto. So it's like, as we came closer to, in my opinion, what I saw is that I got from San Miguel el Alto to Guadalajara to Tijuana to Long Beach. The pressure and the stress of being on top of it and knowing exactly where you stand was more important. Now, so if you have one client, two clients, three clients, four clients, how do you do it? How do you do it? No, well, you check in on those three available options, which is your phone. Make sure you have your location open because they want to know where you are. Whatever. A landline or a computer. So a landline, I don't know how they're going to manage that one and figure it out. I think I'm going to have to get one again. A computer, I'm pretty sure you could track down the IP address. I mean, they got geniuses out there, right? So, but just to give you guys a little heads up on that, Cup of Noodles is a very, very big company, okay? And Cup of Noodles has something to do with this, okay? Because I need you guys to hear. If you don't have time to hear, then scroll forward once you see my video. But you'll be missing out on the information that I'm giving you guys, which makes sense to me. So Cup of Noodles is a very big, big company. And what they do is they hire scientists to make Cup of Noodles or top ramen very, very delicious. Especially when you're hungover, a Mexican, they want something spicy. They want to, well, me as a Mexican, but I've seen a lot of other Mexicans that probably prefer menudo or pozole or whatever. So, Cup of Noodles pays these scientists hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to make this tiny little cup extremely delicious. And come to find out, it's kind of like a Twinkie, or a Pop-Tart. And you guys heard about Twinkies and Pop-Tart. They never expire. So this Cup of Noodles is really, really bad for us as far as nutrition value. I usually have just plain shrimp with salt, lemon, and chile, tapatio, when I'm hungover, or a caldo, which I haven't been hungover in a while. So that's pretty cool. I don't think I can hang like I used to. Actually, no, I know I can't hang like I used to. But they make it really, really good to the point where, let me set this up over here. I got to get in my purse. They make it really, really good to the point where the stuff is just delicious. It is so bad for us. So what does that have to do with timesheets, right? And the electronic portal system and how this functions? Well, in my opinion, I believe that if you're going to implement some kind of a system for thousands and thousands and thousands of people to use, I'm sure they have a scientist in that area that I'm a simple-minded person. I see something sometimes, like you'll send me a picture and I don't just look at, oh, look at the person on the picture. No, I look at the surroundings. I look at how high it was. I had a boyfriend once, my son's father actually, that said this picture was taken by a 5'7" guy. And I'm thinking, what? How does he know that? Well, he sees more than just the picture itself. So I see things, and this is one of the things that I've seen in many different programs. Don't they have someone back there that thought ahead of us 10, 5, 10 days, a week, I don't know, a month, a year in advance. They pay these people specifically to think this way, to anticipate problems. But like I said, I'm just simple minded and I'm thinking about this stuff. So I'm pretty sure somebody's getting paid top scientist cup of noodle money to figure out the glitches on these systems. Now, and one of the questions that I asked was, the EVV was designed to correct the errors. The EVV was designed to alert you of mistakes, which is that, it's a little better than paper timesheets, but I know what I'm doing and a lot of people didn't. So it did lower the amount of errors that were being submitted. Unfortunately, I found several times that in the system itself, because I assist clients every month, every 2 weeks on their timesheets. I give them homework. I range anywhere between teaching how to do your timesheets from 200 timesheets per month to sometimes 400 timesheets a month. So on top of all the work I have to do, I also take the time to set up appointments with clients because they're my clients and they pay me to teach them how to do this, and my time is valuable. So I will go out to them. I will get on the phone. I will get on the computer. I will do whatever it takes for me to teach the student how to do their timesheets. Not only right, which stops a violation, but also correctly, because if you have more than 160 hours a month, then you qualify for overtime. And overtime, the money's in overtime. We get paid what we deserve in the overtime, not necessarily in the regular time. So if a client has 283 hours, then that means that client has 160 hours a month of overtime times their county wage, because every county is different. And then on my community tab, I have an upload that I put up so that you guys can see how much each county gets paid. So if you take 160 hours and you multiply it times the hourly wage, and then you'll figure out how much you're getting on regular time. And then this person that has 283 hours would have 123 hours of overtime, because 160 plus 123 is 283. Then the 123 hours would be at overtime, which is time. Let's say 17. Let's see. Let's say we get paid $16 just to facilitate this. Let's say we get paid $16 an hour, which I believe is San Bernardino. So San Bernardino makes $16 an hour on regular time, but their overtime is $24 because it's time and then a half. So half of 16 is 8. 8 plus 16 is 24. So if that person has 283 hours, they work 160 hours at regular time, which is $16 an hour, and then 123 hours in overtime at $24 an hour. Now, I'm gonna multiply, okay? 160 hours times $16 an hour is 2,560. So keep that number in mind, 2560. 2560, and then we take 123 hours and we multiply it times 24. In 123 hours, and let me do this again because I want to make sure. Times 24. Yep. In 123 hours of overtime, it is $2,952. And 160 hours, which means we work more. 23, that's 7, that's 30. 37 hours more, we get paid less. So the difference, 2952 minus the 2560, which I believe is what I said. It is a difference of 392 hours. You work more at 160. You work less at 123. But at 123 hours, you make $392 more. So overtime is very, very important. So I asked them, is the system going to calculate? No, it's not going to calculate. You still have to do your own. I asked, okay, well, that means more work for me. I asked them, is it a pilot? They said, no, it's not a pilot. It's been told that it's going to be implemented. Okay. Again, I don't like them knowing where I'm at. They need to know where I'm at, which is something I'm going to have to fold to eventually. Not now. Eventually. I'll figure it out. I'm a smart cookie. But it's confusing. So if I have 5 clients, what do? Check in, check out on every one of them? No. I just check in the morning when I start my shift. And then at nighttime, 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, I don't know, I check out. And that's all I have to do. Just check in and check out. Check in and check out. Sorry. I'm sitting at a window. Let me show you guys. I'm staring. Well, I don't stare, but see those people? So that's where my eyes are like veering off because I'm everywhere except... Actually, I went to church last night. And it's on my Facebook, people. Because sometimes we need to remember why we're so blessed. So, what else can I remember about this? That was pretty much it. Tried to get it online like I told you guys I was going to do yesterday. Didn't happen. It's full. On top of that, okay, so there's about 450,000 home care providers now. Maybe a little more. I haven't checked. And we can probably ask Homegirl right here. Let's see. Let's see what it says. How many IHSS workers is there in the counties? Oh, no, that was the wrong thing to say. How many IHSS workers are there in the state of California? What does this thing say? I kind of like it when it talks to me. In-home supported service. 550,000. So I was 100,000 short. So there is 550,000 home care providers in the state of California. And that is a big state. So, who is this rule going to affect? It is going to affect only the non-live-in providers. So if you live with your recipient, whom is your mom, your dad, your child, in my case, I had a power of attorney of my clients and they were living with me because they've passed now. But I actually have one more, Rafa, which is upstairs in his room. I don't know if I'm going to get power of attorney for him, but he doesn't live with me because it's 4 apartments. So he lives in one apartment and I live in the other 3 because I'm greedy. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm blessed. So this rule is going to affect only the ones that don't live, which would affect me because he has a different address than I do. So I would have to, here we go, Google, and I've only used Google, and I think I've used Bing, and and there's one more, the Apple one, I don't know what it's called. It's on the phone. It tells my watch where I'm supposed to go and be, and it notifies me. They're not very accurate. So the example I'm going to give you guys is I have 4 addresses in the building that I live in, okay? 4 addresses, and he lives in 1 address. So, and I live next door. So if I log in on my mobile device with my location on, I wonder if the phone is going to tell me I am in my address when I check in. Or, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to walk next door and I'm going to log in. And I wonder if it'll give me his address because I'm in his address, okay? And then when I check out, which I'm going to try to do tomorrow, I want to see if I have the ability for the location to be in my house, which is right next door. Or is it just going to tell me one address and say I'm here? Because I've looked it up because I want to see what my front yard looks like sometimes, because it looks like the movie Rings, because I moved the pool all over the front yard. So there's like rings from up above. When the eagle eye, you could see my front yard. It has rings all over, and it reminds me of that movie. So I want to know but I'm sorry, but when I when I get deviated, right? I try to come back. When I log into Google and I ask Google to see the address, it doesn't give me my address. It gives me one of the addresses in the property. Remember, there's 4 addresses. So I'm kind of wondering how effective knowing exactly where you are when you open up your location to log in to the electronic portal system or check in and check out. I wonder how effective that's going to be. There's another one. So these are just pretty much questions that I have in regards to how effective the system is. I already know it's not going to do the work for me. I still have to do the work myself. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So during the web seminar, the young lady that was saying translating from English to Spanish, because it was a Spanish meeting. She said, if you have any questions, you can email her, and she will get back to you in 2 to 3 days, because her emails are super full. I just looked at my email. I have checked it for a while because I really don't. Nothing really important there. I had over 4,000 emails, and I'm like, ugh, I gotta do that. Here's the thing. According to her, she gets back to you 2 to 3 days later, which is fine. But she also mentioned that she was the only one answering her emails in regards to the system. And I just mentioned there is 550,000, over 550,000 home care providers alone for one person to answer all these emails. So I kind of don't get why the web seminar would be full. Sorry. I don't even allow my own computer to access my phone. I don't like that. I'm not paranoid. I just gotta watch my back a lot, because there's trolls out there. They're like the ones that I've seen on my Facebook and my YouTube. And I think I've been doing this for over 7 years. Since I started in the union, which I didn't really care for too much, because there's like really horrible people out there. Envious, jealous. They want what you got, and they don't have it in them. So they're haters. So I must be doing something right, because they don't like me. Which is fine, because I just tell you guys the truth. I'm not very good at politics, because what's a good politician? Where do you find a great politician? That's a good question. You guys and a lawyer. Where do you guys find a great politician and a good lawyer? You find them at the bottom of the ocean, surrounded by sharks. That's where they are. And that's actually why I'm not at the bottom of the ocean surrounded by sharks, because I'll tell you the truth. So I'm not going to get into politics. When they asked me to get into politics at the union, I was like, yeah, this is not happening. The union is telling you, from one of the comments on the video, was that the union was telling them not to log in, that it wasn't mandatory. You didn't have to do it. Well, apparently it is mandatory, and you do have to do it. So the state supersedes the union. And in my opinion, there's good unions and there's bad unions. And to me, I don't care for this union. So I'd rather be on my own and figure it out and pay the price that I have to pay for my choice, like everyone else. But that's for everyone to make a choice. So the other thing, and that's pretty much a wrap on how the system is. The more information I find, the more information I'll put up so you guys can see it. The other thing that I also wanted to speak about was sick time. Now, normally, we are allowed 24 hours of sick time. And this is the last day to be able to claim your sick time. I explained overtime because it's important that you guys understand how that works. Because sick time, sick leave, is paid at a regular rate. And sick leave is not for everyone because of the way that we have to continue to work. Now, for me, for example, I can claim 24 hours of sick leave. What is that going to consist of? Well, I take care of my client that lives next door, and I can tell the family members, hey, I'm sick. I don't want to work. Right? I have 24 hours of sick leave and I want to claim them. Can you please take care of your brother for the next 24 hours? Actually, it can't be in the next 24 hours. It has to be split up. Because, well, actually, no. I would claim 23 hours and 59 minutes. So that they can pay me my 24 hours, 23 hours and 59 minutes, right? And we actually time, and this is just FYI, in reality, every day consists of 23 hours and 45 minutes. And every 4 years, we get a what? We get an extra day, which is called what? Leap year in February. So those 15 minutes add up to an extra day, which is why we have leap year. So the 29th only comes every 4 years. I have a friend that is my age that is actually, I think, 12. Because leap year only comes in every 4 years. So if I were to claim the sick leave for me, I would claim 23 hours and 59 minutes. Because it has to be, for me, it would have to be safe, and I need that 1 minute cushion. It has to be below 24 hours. I might be able to claim 24, but I'm not going to risk it until I know exactly. Okay, here's the thing. It works for me if I actually take that 24 hours off and say, like, you know what? Today I want to suck on my thumb all day for 24 hours. Or I want to go cruising. Or I want to just lay in the pool in the front yard and everybody hating because it's hot as hell. And I'm not. I'm nice and cool. I don't know. Whatever it is that I want to decide to do with my next 24 hours is my job, my business. So it would work for me if I were to actually take those 24 hours off. Now, not only do I have to leave the days that I didn't work because I was sick. And come on, man. This guy with this dog. Oh, he's picking up the poop. Okay, that's great. Hey, Juju! 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 Okay, let's see what happens. I have one dog in the front yard. Juju! Juju! Come here, pretty girl. Juju! Juju, come here, pretty girl. Come here, Juju. Come here. They get excited with other dogs. No. No, good girl. Good girl. Anywho, I'm over here. Come here. I'm over here. So now imagine 14 dogs in the front yard. Ugh, chaotic. I usually have my neighbors running across. They go across. Like, just please cross the street. Please cross the street. I know it's public property, but I would really appreciate it if you cross the street. So every time I take my dogs outside, I gotta put muzzles on them. Anyways, sorry and thank you. So I have to leave the hours that I didn't work on my timesheet, the 24 hours. I can split it up in 3 days. I can split it up, 8 times 3 is 24. I can split it up in 2 days. 16 times 2 is 30. Wait, no. Yeah, no, wait. 14 times, oh my goodness, 12 times 12. I could split it up. I could split it up in whatever time I want to split it up, but I got to leave those days empty. So I have to do that, leave them empty. Then I have to create a sick leave timesheet where the days that I left blank, I have to now fill in the sick timesheet, and I will get paid, right? But if I have more than 160 hours a month, those 24 hours, and I qualify for overtime, I will get paid my 160 hours a month for my regular hours, and then I would get paid 24 hours, 23 hours and 59 minutes at regular time, which means I would lose my overtime. But I guess it's all well worth it if I don't work, right? Now, that's one scenario. The other scenario is, what if you take care of your mom or your dad or your uncle, or that doesn't even have to be family related. They just don't have anyone. Like in my case, no one, Chuck didn't have anybody. I was his only one. So, and sometimes I worked like 18 hours a day, you guys. I was like super exhausted, sleep deprived. I don't know how I didn't lose weight taking care of him and John. I had help that I paid because I needed the help. So, and my son helped me, and then I had really good young ladies that I trusted, and I was like, help me, help me, help me. So they did, So, but I couldn't take a day off. I really couldn't. I couldn't take an hour off. I had to be on top of it constantly. And I wasn't even getting paid because at the end of the day, I had to pay them to, my money was all going to them. Social Security was all going to them. Hell, sometimes, whatever. So, if you live with your recipient and you have to take care of them and you have absolutely no one to help you, and you have overtime, is it really beneficial for you to go ahead and do your timesheet, claim your sick leave, and lose money? I don't think so. But that's your choice. You do whatever you want. The state says that they're going to pay us 24 hours of sick time. Do you want to take advantage of it? It's the 30th of June. The fiscal year starts in July, which tomorrow will be another fiscal year, which today, if we don't use those 24 hours, you lose them. And tomorrow, you start again with another 24 hours automatically. Unless you're beginning the program, and then there's conditions that you have to abide by, which you have to reach a certain amount of hours, you have to work a certain amount of time before you actually qualify for sick time. So to me, it's just a waste of time. I don't think it's worth it, but that's my opinion. Now, there's a good side to this. If the state, other companies, quote, quote, will give you sick time, and they will give you paid vacation, and they will give you little perks here and there, rewards. And if you don't use your vacation time and you don't use your sick time, what happens to that time? It rolls over, and you get to either take it or get paid for it. Well, IHSS doesn't do that for us. We either use it or we lose it. And I don't think that's fair. But if I were to claim my sick time, I would it would have to benefit me. And right now, I don't, even since it started, we started at 8 hours, you guys. Now we're up to 24. It doesn't benefit me. It hasn't benefited me. I seen the forms. It's just, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. And not only that, but if you make a mistake, sorry, I keep losing my scrunchie. If you make a mistake, it also counts as a violation. So until the state decides that, hey, Sandra, you know what? We made a change. We are going to go ahead and you won't lose your sick time anymore. We're going to go ahead and just roll it over and add it to next year. And whenever you need it, we'll go ahead and give it to you. And as a matter of fact, you have over 60 blah, blah, 100 blah, blah hours of sick time. We're just going to give you a big fat check and pay it to you at regular rate. Now that is beneficial. That to me is beneficial. Otherwise, it's just a waste of my time. That's how I see it. So what am I aiming for? I'm aiming for you to have more benefits. Well, now I sound like a politician, and I'm not trying to sell anything. I mean, because that's just how I am. I'm trying to aim at, oh, maybe donuts. I'm trying to aim at you putting more money in your pocket, being a little bit smarter. This is about meeting the demands of the recipients, and also meeting, making your life, living your daily life a lot better, whether you are a recipient or you are a provider or you take care of your clients, whom for me were my friends, or excuse me, or you just work for yourself. I mean, the whole goal here is to get better, and that's why I do things. These videos are free for you guys to go ahead and take a look, share, compare, comment. I get back to your comments. I've been busy for the past 7 months. I mean, I'm on a great journey, and I'm just like super stoked and ecstatic. So if you're in TJ, you come down to Yankees Donuts, and I don't know if I'll be there because I got to be working here, but my son's father is there, and he runs it. And he's not as cute as I am. But so don't be scared when you see him. I got a crew of 3, 4 young ladies that are amazing, and they do a great job. I might be there, I might not be there. I travel back and forth, and I do whatever I want, and I still don't tell anybody where I'm going, who I'm going with, and what am I doing, for as long as I can. I think the only ones that tell me what to do are my vehicles, and that's it. Sometimes the old man, but that's it. And even that's kind of limited, because I'm self-supporting and I take care of my own. So until you start doing something for me, maybe I'll consider. So that's how sick leave works. So don't be stressed out. Don't wonder if you're losing. Don't wonder. You probably will lose more if you submit it until it rolls over and we actually get paid for it. Then it'll be a benefit, in my opinion. There are different ways of having income. For example, I get paid, I think 35 minutes to travel from here to Orange County, because I have a client in Orange County. My client lives next door to me, and then from next door to me, I travel. The state pays me from my client to Orange County. So because I have more than 160 hours a month, my travel time lands on overtime, which is like super great, because it's like $25.88 for my gas tank. Now, let's see here. Watching from Imperial Valley. Hey! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings all the time, all the time. He's amazing. My business, this is a business, you guys, okay? I didn't start this. If you look at my first video, I don't even know how many hits it has. I told my son, dude, just one video is all I need. One video. And I had all the crazy makeup on, which I have all the crazy makeup on again today. I don't care. It's just me. I told my son, I'm going to blow up. I'm going to blow up. And it's not going to be sideways, which I kind of did a little bit, but I'm coming back down. Now I got to go get more of those injections. of Ozempic, which is what's helped me. And my butt's not saggy, and my face is a little, but I found we could put on the neck sugar, lemon, and honey. It's gonna be a little sticky, but it'll help because I'm 48 years old. I feel old. I'm gonna be 50 in a couple of years, a year and a half. Oh well, I'll probably still be wearing ears. Who cares? So let's see. Aloha. Oh my God, Miss Leilani. Hey. So long, huh? So I started doing this to help people, but my time is precious, you guys. It's not, well, everybody's time's precious, but my time is very limited. So I have made time for everyone, and it has to be in order. So what I did is like, okay, well, people want to talk to me. Cool, not a problem. I'll talk to you, but you got to pay me for my time. So what I do is I charge $40 an hour. Now, that's a lot, huh? Yeah. But I don't look at the money that you're sending me. I look at I look at my calendar because I have other consultations that I have set up. I look at my calendar, and then I look at the time that I set you up, and I try to leave at least 2 hours in between consultations, because I have found that people that need help have so many questions. So what I tell them to do is write down the questions and then let me know. When I call you, you'll have all your questions written down. And I found that the first hour is more like they're just bombarding me with stuff. And I'm just writing, and listening, writing and listening, and asking a question here and there. But I found that the first, from 45 minutes, it's a lot of, and I'm just listening and listening and listening. And then sometimes I need that extra hour to be able to give you back homework on how to proceed with your problems. And 95% of the time, you guys, the consultation and the homework that I give you, because there are some cases, and I rate myself up that high because I've had a couple of them that I haven't been able to fully fix because of the dilemmas that they have. They're difficult cases. So that 5% leaves space for those. But 95% of the time, you guys, I am the last person that you will come to. I am the one that will solve it for you. I am the one that will direct you in the right direction. I will advocate for you, and I will tell you, hey, this is where we got to go to fix this. But majority of the time when you're dealing with the state and the social workers, and they try to do their best. They do their best. They always do. And I give them props, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do what I do now. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do for you guys what I do now. So I'm kind of grateful for everyone. So they are so overwhelmed and bombarded with everything that they have to do that they don't have time to sit here with you like I do and teach you. And I don't really have time, but I make time. So what? We just went over the hour consultation. What does that mean, Saturday? You're going to charge her another $40? No, dude. No, I'm not. But if you piss me off, I will. Because it's my time. And you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. Let me read this last comment. It's great to see you too, sweetheart. So I want to help you get better. But a lot of people, they're like, what? I got to pay her? Well, I'll just go to the union. Well, then go get your mediocre help. Continue going in circles like my dogs chase their tail. I don't understand why they do that, but I don't want to chase my tail. So I get you to where you have to go, and 95% of the time, I get it done. Now, that's just on consultations to hear your story, give you my best advice on what to do, where to go, how to get it done. Let me show you. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Let me move this real quick because I want to show you guys. I hope it doesn't fall. There you go. See what this is? And I'm only going to show you part of this. Yes, part. What does that mean, people? That means DP. Disabled placard. Mean. So I just went to the DMV and got my handicap plates for my Nova. Oops, I think you guys just seen that. It's okay. My registration and my sticker. Wherever I want to go, wherever I want to park, even in Mexico, you could use that. You could use that. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles with them now. So I tell them, don't hate the player, hate the game. Learn how to play the game. Don't criticize my hustle. Learn it. You want to get better at it? Go for it. There's a lot of people out there that are doing this that do it for the money. I like money, don't get me wrong, because it buys everything I got. You know what I mean? I want to get like that Wonder Woman. I'm going to buy another one of these because we need to start investing. Investing in the dollar's losing its value. I want to say about 6 months, it's going to hit again. COVID. Not COVID necessarily, but we're suffering. The dollar is losing its value. In Mexico, it's like 16.5 per dollar when it used to be 20 in March. So everything's going down. So invest, right? So I tell them, don't hate me because I know how to play this game. Learn how to play the game and don't criticize me. Get it better. And you know what? When you get there, that's cool for you. Don't forget where you came from and don't get greedy. I'm not greedy. Knock yourself out. There's 550,000 home care providers. I am not greedy. I can share the wealth. So if I tell you $40 an hour, you pay me my $40 an hour, and I might just give you more than that. And actually, that's actually what I do. I give you more than that because you're not a number to me. You're a person. That's why when Leilani said, hey, the other sweetheart, let me look at this. There's another sweetheart. I appreciate the time and your knowledge. I cannot read your name, sweetie. Let's see. Now you guys are going to see all my wrinkles. See? Did I do the eyelashes okay? Kind of. I'm going to add some. I can't see your name. Brenda. Hey. Now I see her name. You know, I haven't personally spoken to Brenda. But yesterday I talked to Victoria. Well, I didn't talk to Victoria yesterday. Yesterday Victoria came up. So when you guys pop up, hey, you're not a number for me and you're not that $40 you paid me. You're actually that person that you are. I don't know you, Brenda, but you need to text me now. Out in Imperial Valley. I don't even know where that's at, girl. You know, but you guys are people to me. And when I was working at the union, you weren't people. You were numbers. And I wanted to change that. So, but I'm just one person. So I started doing what I do, and here I am, all blown up, right? Well, I just want to help you. I want to help you. So now, this video, I don't know how long, what, 9:30? The meeting's going to be over at 10 o'clock. I still can't log on. You know, there's questions galore. I'm going to give you the information that I learned yesterday because it was in Spanish. But I also tried to get into the Chinese one that I tried to record, and somehow I didn't know how to work my Apple phone. So that went down the drain, you know. And I'm getting better. And that's why I do what I do. Now, if you need help managing and that consultation includes how to manage the system, I will guide you in the right direction. But if you need help learning how to do your timesheets, then I charge you 10% of your gross income because it's only fair. And I work with you. But my goal, because you have to do this regardless on a bi-weekly basis, you know, you have to do this. I will be more than happy to take your money, but I want to teach you something. And as I teach you or de-stress you, I just found out that Ozempic, it helps you lose weight, yes. But it also releases an enzyme called cortisol, which is a fat enzyme. And it's released, it's released, let's just say chemical, because I can't remember if it's an enzyme. It's released into the body, and it's caused by stress. What does that say? Border. Next to, hey, oh, well then who's in Imperial Valley? Miss Brenda is in the Mexicali border. I need to go down there and see how that is. I wonder if the cops are the same. Well, it says Imperial Valley. Well, it must be nice to be in Mexicali. I gotta go down there. I don't know how far it is. They got this close. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Gotta work. Anywho, So I'm like super stressed out, right? But I'm still losing weight because I'm still taking my injections, which are very expensive, but I can get them. If you're willing to lose 20 pounds, it'll cost you 1,000 at least. Anywho, so I have so much stress released into my body that it's kind of slowing down how much weight I lose. I'm losing about 2 pounds a week. And I still eat donuts and I still eat. I'm hungry. I like eating. Anyways, my objective is to help you. Because these timesheets are very stressful. This system is very stressful. So every month, you pay me, I teach you, you learn. Next month, you pay me, I teach you, you learn. You have a question, then you text me. Then I answer your question. You could call me and I might be able to pick up, but I get hundreds and hundreds of phone calls. My phone number's on YouTube. 562-281-3219. So I get calls all throughout the day. And people have questions all throughout the day. So I see my text and I was like, okay, I got to call her back. If I know who you are and I've already talked to you and you gave me permission to save your number, which I don't give to anybody else unless I ask you for that permission, then I know who I'm talking to. I always know who I'm talking to. Sometimes people will try to get away and they're like, well, I was wondering. I was like, no, no, no. I remember talking to you. I'm probably going to have Alzheimer's when I get older because I'm really good with my memory right now. Oh, well, that and emphysema because I smoke like a choo-choo train. But, oh, well. When I go to the grave, I don't want to leave anything in my body. Worth using, right? Kind of like John. John was great. He partied, hippie. He had fun. There wasn't nothing we could say from him because he used it all up, and that's what we're supposed to do. I'm not going to take any of my vehicles to the grave when I die. I might not even take my teeth. Chuck didn't take his teeth when he died. The ambulance forgot to take it. So I still have Chuck's teeth. I can't use those because I have dentures too. So anyways, my objective is to help you. My objective is to teach you. Get better. Make it better. Provide a better quality of life. Bring you more money in. If you are willing to spend in me, invest in me, then I am willing to invest 110, 120% in you. I will invest whatever it takes in you because you believed in me and started with me. So that's how I function. So I've talked about how you have to check in and check out. Don't stress out. You guys share this video and tell them, look, this is what we have to do. If anything changes, I'll put another video up. Check in, check out, which is not going to be so stressful. I talked about sick leave, which I hope a lot of you guys are just like, you know, breathe. Take a deep breath. It's fine. It's going to be okay. God is great. Tap to retry. Something went wrong. Okay, here we go again. Because last time I killed my phone. And then I also talked about travel time. I talked about overtime. What else do I want to talk about? Real quick, because I got to go potty. And I got to get ready. I got to go do some stuff. I think that's it, you guys. I think that's it. So comment, like, subscribe, share my video, text me. Whatever it is that I can do for you, I will do it for you. I don't like bees. One of them stung me and my hand got like super swollen. I had to take everything off. I was like, oh my God. I look like those gloves that you blow up and then that's how my hand looked. I was like, no. So the other day I was in Vegas and a bee landed. I went to the Palms Casino and a bee landed on my toe and I was like kicking and screaming like a little kid. Don't want my foot all blown up. I needed to walk. Anyways, text me, like, comment, subscribe. 562-281-3219 and I will get me another cup of coffee, light up another cigarette and walk. Oh, I gotta comb my hair and then walk out the door and handle my business like everybody else does. You guys, I love you. I miss you. I am working on a video that I'm gonna be doing to teach you guys about overtime. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. That's all I hear when I hear overtime. If you know how to do it correctly. I normally increase by teaching you how to do this properly, I normally increase your income anywhere between $300 to $500 on a monthly basis. I love money. But it is not the root of my foundation, okay? It just helps get stuff. That's all. And it helps give. And the more I I pray all the time and I thank God and I ask him, dude, humble me because I could be a bratty. But I take a deep breath and I breathe, okay? But I got to constantly check myself to humble myself down. Especially being in TJ. TJ is a nice place to live, but it's the people that are there. And it's not the people, you guys, and I'm not bad mouthing them. It is how they live. It is the haves and the have nots. And there is a lot more have nots than haves. So when I go to the downtown, anybody walking next to me will probably yank my ear. I mean, you can just grab my ears and yank. It's that easy to take everything I got, right? My son's father tells me you're going to end up with no hands, no neck, no fingers, no ears. He's right. But God is so mighty that he protects me on a constant basis. I have faith in him. And besides, I'm waiting for somebody to have the nerve to do that to me so I can actually go home. Because I'm going to heaven. I'm working on going to heaven. I try to be righteous. I try to be good. I try to be better on a daily basis, and that's by being good to my peers, the people that surround me. But being in TJ with people that have not, and that not only that are just looking at you, which I create a lot of attention. They're looking for ways to come up. You got to be careful. And I guess I'm just not scared. I need to find out what the rules are for taking the carry and conceal across the border. And how does that protect me? And what are my responsibilities? Not rights, my responsibilities to carry a weapon, but because we need one. Because that's how bad it is. And I don't like people messing with me. So you come at me, you better come at me with everything you got. Because I'm a fighter. I'm a lover too, but I'm more of a fighter. So I'll give you one last thing, and then I'll go. Of how it is down there, just so that you guys are on top of it, because I was born in Guadalajara, Jalisco, and I'm a Mexican. But because I was born there, of course, didn't have a choice. I am proud of what I have accomplished. Okay. A lot of people are proud of where they're from. Well, I know a little bit. But I'm proud of what I've done. Mainly. So when I'm there, everyone can tell that I'm not from there because of the way I look and the way I talk and the accent. And I'm a Mexican because I was born in Mexico, but I'm not really from there. I've been here since I was 6 months old. My parents brought me over the border. I've crossed multiple times. Not going to say how. But I have my education here, my degrees here. I live here. So when the Twin Towers came down in 2001, I knew what it felt like to be an American. I was American. I am American. I just look different. I was reading a novel, a paragraph. I was reading something yesterday on the phone real quick that said that cholos, because I'm a chola, because I'm brown skinned and I come from Aztec descent, and it's a word that we use to define people that come primarily based on their look. That's what a cholo is here in LA County or LA, or I don't know, cholos are gangsters. So I'm also a triple G. What can I say? You know, I'm a rejuvenated one sometimes because we all go back to our core. So people can tell that I'm not from there. That's one. So here I am, with all my bling bling and my makeup, and sometimes I wear green contacts, sometimes I wear blue contacts. I'm driving around town with 500 pieces of donuts. And when I say town, I mean like the worst places, Morelos. And I don't say worse because just they're just like here where I live. It's the ghetto. It's poverty. It's they don't have much. I think that's why my neighbors don't like me. That and the fact that I get to park every single vehicle that I have in front of my house, which is a luxury that they don't have, and I do. Did I show you guys my plates? I don't get tickets. I don't have to move my cars on street sweeping day. So yeah, there's quite a bit of hatred going on in here. But oh well, I don't care. Your problem, not mine. So um, it is just very, very, very poor areas. And I'm riding in I got a 2014 Chevy Silverado, amazing truck. It's beautiful. My brother did a great job taking care of it. I'm just like potholes all over the place. It's like those rides up and down those streets, you guys, are better than Magic Mountain rides. And they last a hell of a lot longer too. And you can stop it whenever you want. Unless you're on a bus, which is also thrilling. But whatever. So we got to go deliver over 500 pieces of apple fritters, bear claws, cinnamon rolls, jelly-filled bars, jelly and cream-filled little donuts like that are stuffed. We have bolitas, which are the donut holes, which are hard to make too, okay? Making donuts is very, very difficult. Difficult. So and over there, they only get paid $2 an hour. That's all they make. $2 an hour. But as generous as I am, I'm going to take care of my employees because I like taking care of my people. Okay? So, eventually, once you prove yourself, nothing's free. So, it is 10 o'clock in the morning. And I'm delivering. I got the truck stacked up with donuts. We're ready because we deliver to stores. We started with 2 stores. Now we have 32 stores. And my pitch was the donuts are unique. They're American. We're the only ones that make them, period. And my customer service is excellent. So I promise you that I'm going to come through. You're going to get everything you expect. And you're talking about a donut being the cheapest one, 22 pesos, which is like 16 is $1. So you're talking about $1. Son 22, son 22, son 16, 32, $1.30. It's about $1.30 per donut, right? The cheapest one. The other ones are 30, which is like $1.50, which is 20 cents. Well, anyways, whatever. But it's a life that I've given my son's father another opportunity. Here, you want to be a boss? You want to be an employee? What do you want to be? Here, I'll help you. I'll fund it for you, and get going. And then you handle your business because I have my own business, and I have to work. So there you go. And he's doing well. He's doing really, really well. So why do I say all of this, right? Because I was out there and I was ready to come home one day, and the cops stopped me. A couple of the cops stopped me. And they see me and they know I'm not from there, and they see my truck and yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. And they're crooked. Not all the cops are, but one of them out of the 2 was really crooked. So I said, okay, cool. So when he told me we could fix this another way, I was like, really? How? What is your process? Okay, you give me a ticket and then you leave, or what? No, you have to follow us to the station. Come to find out that is not the process. The process is just the same as it is here. You stop me because I'm making a violation. You give me a ticket, and then you go on your merry way. Keep going. That's it. That's the process. I don't follow you nowhere. Take down my information and kick rocks. Kick rocks. No, this one decided that he was going to take 400 pesos from me, which at the time was 20 bucks. So this is what I said to him. I said, here you go. Here is, he says, and I handed it to him. He said, no, 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 what are you doing? I'm like, well, you're jacking me. So what, you don't want anybody to see that you're jacking me? Because that's what you're doing. No, just leave it in the seat. I said, cool, not a problem. What's your name? Didn't give me his name. Okay, great. He let me go. But he took my 400 pesos. He sold himself for 20 bucks. Not a problem. I have a really good memory. Really good memory. So I was pissed off, and I kind of waited for the Lord to tell me where to do, where to go. I didn't come home. I stayed again. But the next time they stopped me, it was a total fiasco. You could only tell. They were like, squirrels can only retain 23 days of memory. This is why squirrels are always going around in circles. Because they hide their nuts, and every 23 days they lose their memory and they got to start all over again. All over again. It's just, ask Google. He'll tell you. He's daddy. He knows everything. So I remember everything, okay? So then here we are running, and we're going to go deliver. I see a cop pass by. My son father sees a cop pass by. And I'm more positive, like, no, he doesn't have time for me. He's too busy. Power of the law of attraction, right? Whatever. Nope. This guy jumped through several hoops to bust a U-turn finally to actually stop me. So when he stopped me, I went ahead and I put record on my phone. And I asked him, what seems to be the problem? Well, can I see your driver's license and registration? Yes, but can you please tell me why you're stopping me? His excuse for stopping me was that I looked dazed. I looked dazed. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I've been up since 1 o'clock in the morning, and we were making donuts, and I'm tired, and I got my pretty face on, according to me. And I said, well, that's not a reason for you to stop me. Why are you stopping me? At this point, they're going to start to interrogate my son's father. And over there, they don't ask you if you're on probation or parole. They ask you if you're deported, okay? That's the question they ask. And I said, whoa, wait a minute. Why are you questioning him? You stopped me. You still haven't told me why you stopped me. And he says, well, it's because there's two of us. And I said, well, I could care less. There could be 20 of you guys out here. I don't care. You're stopping me, so you tell me why you're stopping me. That's what I want to know. And I turned and I looked at him and I said, don't answer him any questions. So he asked him to get out. He gets out. And I said, do not answer him any questions. Stay quiet. Keep your mouth shut. And the officer that's questioning me, he's like, well, can I have your registration? I said, I want to know why you stopped me. Why did you stop me? I look dazed? No, let me tell you why you stopped me. I'm going to tell you exactly why you stopped me. You stopped me because you saw me when you're going in the opposite direction. You went ahead and went through these little sections that I know. And I told them, I don't have to tell you guys, to cut corners, a little shortcut to get to me, to finally pass me up. You're flying down the street. And then you bust a U-turn, and the reason you stopped me is because you saw the blue eyes, you saw the gold, and you saw the nice shiny red truck. And that's why you stopped me, because you figured you could make a buck out of me. Well, let me tell you something. I've been working since 1 o'clock in the morning, making donuts. I got a girl in my shop that needs to leave by 1:30 in the morning, 1:30 in the afternoon. It is now 10 o'clock in the morning, and I have my truck full of orders that we need to drop off at every single client, which is going to take about 2, maybe 3 hours to drop everything off. Time is money, and you're wasting my time. So I'm losing money. So now tell me, why did you stop me? Because it's not. What do you say? I'm dazed? Then when I get done with this recording, I'm going to call your commander down at blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to tell him and ask him if it's a legal reason for you to stop me because I look dazed. And on top of that, you don't see all these damn holes on the floor that I got to maneuver through because of this nice truck that I have that is actually very old, but it looks good. And you're telling me I look dazed? What's your name? Well, I can't tell you. What do you mean you can't tell me that? You're stopping me and you want all my information, but you can't tell me your name? Let me tell you something. I'm going to be nice to you. And I'm going to tell you at 6 o'clock in the morning, tomorrow morning, we're going to open up. I want you to come through and I'm going to give you a freshly made donut. Unlike your partner that popped up this morning and wanted free donuts. Don't they pay you guys enough money to pay for $1.30 donut? $1.50 donut? I'm going to be nice to you. I'm going to give it to you half price. I might be even nicer to you and give it to you for free. I don't know yet. But I'll be damned if you're going to be like the guy that popped up there that jacked to me for 20 bucks. He sold himself. And little does he know that I remember him and I'm just waiting for him to come to my shop, because every single police officer that I stop, I tell them, I'm waiting for homeboy to come to my shop because he's going to buy a donut. And you know how much that donut's going to cost? $20 damn. That's what it's going to cost. So no, you're not giving me a legal reason to stop me. And you want to search my vehicle? I don't think so. I don't think so. You know how long it took me to put all this stuff in order from the last store to the first store? No. Can I have my driver's license and registration back, please? Or should I call your commander? Did I tell you guys not to piss me off? I am a gangster. I am an educated gangster. And I've been saved by the Lord. And because of that third one is because I'm nice. Because I promised him that I was going to try to be a better person on a daily basis. Don't piss me off. Because somewhere deep down inside, there is me there that I have to constantly check. And because the Lord hasn't failed me, I'm not going to fail him either. So that is what they do. And I got my driver's license back and I already had neighbors recording me and I was like, sweet. And then later on I went down there and I'm like, here's a box of donuts for you. Here's a box of donuts for you. Here's a box of donuts for you. Let me see what does it say. Have an awesome 4th of July. Blessings to you and the Ohana. Yes. I think Ohana is family, right? Yay. I learned that from Stitch. Love you, Miss Leilani. Be good. It's good to hear from you. Hit me up whenever you want. I'm here for you. So, the other thing that they also do is they will stop you at a certain spot when you're going on the ready lane, and they will communicate with each other and say there's this car that looks like this, and they pull them into an ARCO station and they do whatever they want to do with them. So one day when I was going to work, buenos dias. One day when I was going to work, excuse me, I decided, I saw a car that was pulled at the ARCO station. And I decided that I was going to pull into that ARCO station as well. And I did. And my son's father's like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just taking a little break. What are you doing? I go, I wonder how they feel. They're intimidating all these people that are coming from across the border. And they take their money. They take their money because we're scared. We don't know, and that's why I'm making this video. We're scared. So we'll give them our money. But we work hard for our money. So I just want them to feel a little intimidated and wonder who's in the truck watching them. That's what I want to see. I'm ready, you guys. I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's go. I'm done. I had enough of this nonsense. Especially when it comes from authorities that are supposed to be there to protect us. Nah, I'm just one person. I can only make one difference. But I'm going to let my difference be known. And I'm going to show what I've done. So be careful. There's another one that I want you guys to know as well. When you're going on the ready lane, and then you see all the idiots, right? Because that's what I called them before. Now I know why. Standing in that line to go through the ready lane, because sometimes the ready lane is faster. There is an entrance prior to getting on the avenue that takes you to Rosarito. Well, I got in that last week. Because I'm like, them idiots. I'm not going to sit there with them. When I know there's an entrance up ahead and I can take that. Well, up ahead, there was an entrance. And I took the entrance. And I bypassed everybody that was sitting there. But there was a van in front of me. And I could see that they were arguing. And back and forth. And I said, you know what? I don't have time for this. I don't like the way this looks. So I ended up checking my my left lane. When it was clear, I took off and I went not all the way to Rosarito, just enough for me able to be turn around and come back because Google Maps and MapQuest actually works down there, which is great. So that's what I did. I came back. Come to find out later that what these guys do that are at that line, they if you take that line and bypass everybody, they communicate with each other, and you end up paying anywhere between $100 to $400 for the people that are standing in that line, and that's how they come up. You're not taking my money. I made a mistake. Let me back up. Give me an infraction. Give me a violation. Give me a ticket. But you're not taking my money. So I got lucky that day. But that's what I found out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Miss Martha. But that's just how it's been out there. Just be careful when you go out there. Remember, you have rights. I will tell you that there is a high possibility that if you do not pay attention and are not on point, people are watching you. And when they watch you, Jojo, come here. Good girl. People watch you. And they will follow you. And they will bombard you 2 at a time. So when you're down there, please constantly. Everybody wants to go to the centro. Everybody wants to go to downtown. Hay tamales, hay elote, hay tacos al vapor. I mean, the food is the bomb. But pay attention and be on top of it. Look at your surroundings and see where you are, who you're with. Look at the people that look out of place, because there's a lot of them that look out of place. Pay attention, and be safe and have fun. Furry, Tommy, furry, what does that mean? My ears? My sister gave me these, one of my sisters. But I like them better like this. And I like the hair out of my face, but thank you. I think that's what you mean. You a furry? No, I'm not a furry. I thought that was just for boys. I don't know. I think my son's a furry. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, no. I'm just hairy, I guess. See the hair? So, I think that's enough. Please be careful. Please be safe. Please stop by. Please text me. Let me know. Share, comment, subscribe. Let me know how I can be of service. God bless you guys. You guys are amazing. And I really, really miss you guys. I will be doing more videos to teach you guys how to do this. It's not that difficult. Just lean on me when you're not. You know song. Let's see here, Martha. Do you know if we check in location, we can turn location off? Yeah, I would. You want to check in? Check in and turn the location on, and then turn it off. Turn your location off, and then turn your location on again. I'm sure they monitor you guys. We've seen these, especially with the Patriot Act, that the Patriot Act was brought in when they wanted to know for the Twin Towers, I believe. That's when the Patriot Act came in. I know, right? No worries. Okay, sweetheart. I'll come back and check my videos and see if there's any comments, and I'll answer them as best as I can, and I'll continue to do more research. I gotta go take my van because my brother supposedly fixed it and it runs like crap. Oh well. It is what it is. I love you guys. Be good. And let me this prayer thing. I love you guys. Be good. Thank you so much for supporting and helping, help whoever you can out there, dude. Whoever you can, just make sure you don't forget to help yourself also. Because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of no one. That's the way it goes. I love you guys. Be good. My phone number is 562-281-3219. Text me. Call me. If I can, I'll answer. If I don't answer, leave a message. And then I'll be like, who's this? I love you guys. Have a beautiful weekend. Beautiful 4th of July. I'm going to go blow up some illegal fireworks in Mexico because they're illegal. Bye. Have a nice weekend.